The Coinseries channel is pleased to have you back. In comparison to other cryptocurrencies, XRP has underperformed even since the beginning of the year. Still, we can't be for sure unless we monitor the signals of retail and institutional money flows. Seeing institutional money pouring into XRP is encouraging, I guess. We will investigate the reports of XRP Crypto Wolf, who states that weekly fund inflows have increased by 338%. Throughout this wild week in the cryptocurrency market, this is only one more indicator of the strategy of the smart money. There was a staggering 338% increase in weekly fund inflows for XRP-oriented investment products, according to the latest data from CoinShares. This means it's not just for XRP. Regardless of whether it's ETS or not, there are a lot of connected stuff. In only 1 week, the flow increased tremendously, going from $800,000 to an astounding $2.7 million. The figures don't deceive. As a result of this growth, the net flows of XRP ETPs have surpassed Ethereum's 3.6 million, reaching 3.6 million since the beginning of December. You have to give props to Ethereum for its recent success. At 4.5% as of this recording, it has been following Bitcoin's lead, I suppose. Investors have been seeing potential in XRP since the beginning of the month, so it is also up, albeit by a much smaller margin. Thus, XRP's value increased by 3.6 times compared to Ethereum's value increase of 2 million during the same time period. But compared to Solana, XRP isn't very good. Now we have Len to add to the list of people who have been tearing it up as of late. The coin is now a part of my legacy portfolio, which also includes other diversified cryptocurrency holdings that I will talk about at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. A few of these coins' performances have been quite good recently. Some of those choices were great, so I think my Patreon backers are starting to get excited. Last week's performance was a turning point for XRP, as it experienced a historic 338% gain. Behold, 2.7 XRP weekly influx. Look at Bitcoin's current status and compare it to that. The shorts claim that Bitcoin has dropped 32.8%, Litecoin by 43%, and Ethereum by 4.43%. This means that Cardano is just the latest cryptocurrency to attract investment. Cardano Solana finds it relevant because it is intriguing to watch how this money is being distributed. Based on the asset flows every week, this is a weekly snapshot of the crypto assets. This is just the same chart, and I'll provide a link to it in the video's description along with some additional information. Regardless, I want to thank XRP Crypto Wolf for letting us know about it. This very second. We have seen a significant increase in the price of VeChain, one of the other cryptocurrencies, within the previous day. I think I understand why. VeChain is a revolutionary financial service that includes crypto trading and digital currency transfers. It is a pending trademark. The VET token and the ecosystem as a whole can achieve ISO 2022 compliance and control the trillion-dollar payments sector if this is greenlit. Further to what I have already stated, partnerships with central banks are also very much within the realm of possibility. Possibly an opponent in the chain reaction? In my opinion, they won't go to that extent. Still, they plan to enter this sector as an upstart. This third-generation trademark registration aims to encompass a broad spectrum of financial services, such as electronic transfers of digital currency through electronic communications networks and devices, currency exchange services, and cryptocurrency exchange services that incorporate other goods. It goes on to explain what digital money is and how members of online communities can acquire and spend digital or cryptocurrency tokens over a worldwide web of computers. Anyway, I'll put a link to the latest patent, part of the VeChain patent, in the video description in case you're interested. As I mentioned before, the VET token has been performing exceptionally well on the hourly VeChain over the previous 2 days. You may have seen this. VeChain has seen a 21% gain in value. The $10,000 plus portfolio at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel now includes additional currency from my legacy portfolio, and I wanted to inform you about this just in case you were wondering. Consequently, you all need to be incredibly motivated. Yeah. There's a ton of stuff coming out, and we covered a lot of it in the video earlier, including news about Bitcoin ETFs, which are pushing the market. Others, meanwhile, are warning us to exercise caution, citing the fact that it seems slightly contrived. Once again, I strongly suggest you watch the video in case you somehow missed it. Proceed with caution. There are a lot of positive developments, but greed is back at 72 as well. Who turned 70 years old yesterday? Everyone is brimming with self-assurance because of it. However, if someone shows signs of being overly confident, we need to be very careful. As far as I can tell, the only thing we need to do is be ready for another detour. Retail traders in the cryptocurrency market, especially those just starting out, will be furious about it. The topic of utility has piqued our interest, thus, let's not let it die down. Check out the Rain platform, it's the only place you'll see our XRP classified as a tradable asset. Here you can see the certificate number. It contains all the information that the Rain platform has provided you in a certificate form. Just so you know, AE made several comments about the Sharia standards. Here are a couple of them. Its compatibility with Sharia law is, thus, of the utmost importance to the Middle East. I have made a video explaining how XRP abides by Sharia law. For those who may have missed it, I will include a link to it here. Compliance with Sharia law must adhere to our standards, which may include those of Islamic financial institutions, Sharia supervisory boards, or the Central Sharia Board. Check this out, folks, this exchange is compatible with all of these digital currencies. They named some of them Classic Polka.Polygon, Avalanche Cardano Cosmos algorithm from Ethereum, and so on, so you should know that. Be sure to go all the way to the bottom of the certificate to see if XRP is listed as a currency. The Korea Review Board has officially signed it, making it public knowledge. All the links are in the video's Twitter description, courtesy of Utility FTW. Just pretend for a second that XRP is a legitimate currency on the Rain exchange. The Middle Eastern cryptocurrency exchange Rain is reputable and has a license to operate. And it caters to clients all around the world. You may buy cryptocurrencies like Ethereum, Bitcoin, and others. Additionally, XRP has now been formally acknowledged as a currency. Additionally, I would want to bring up another point. This was published in March. The SEC's decision was made before this, therefore. So, here's another interesting piece of information. I just wanted to thank you for making it available. Executives at Ripple have more good news. They anticipate a meteoric rise in institutional use in the year 2024. This appears to be the case without fail. Doesn't it? There will be so many amazing things happening in the coming year, they assure us every year. Things will be different this year, though, I assure you. In yet another XRP Crypto Wolf tweet, Ripple executive Fiona Murray predicts a surge in institutional usage. Okay, so she predicts a meteoric rise in the usage of cryptocurrencies by institutions following 2024. To Fiona Murray, the VP and Managing Director of Ripple's Asia Pacific, or APAC, region predicts a dramatic increase in institutional cryptocurrency use in the near future. This prediction is applicable to all cryptocurrencies in 2024, not only XRP, and comes as traditional banks are becoming more interested in the digital currency sector, especially in the Asia-Pacific region. In 2019, according to Murray's prediction, the adoption of cryptocurrencies by financial institutions would reach new heights. Thus, why was 2024 selected? In 2024, we should expect to see increased openness in the regulatory landscape on a global and national scale, and I also anticipate some degree of interdependence between the two. Many aspects of the foreign policy are already well defined. Though she does recognize it, the Asia-Pacific region is where she focuses her attention. But you can't divide up any of these markets. When the Asia-Pacific area is able to do business with the United States, I expect much more acceptance. Companies in the Asia-Pacific region are pioneering this trend by using blockchain technology to power international payment systems. Regardless, this shift signals a radical departure from traditional payment methods. Furthermore, it demonstrates that individuals are gaining increasing faith in the efficacy and security of cryptocurrencies for such transactions. Next, vibrations. Furthermore, DP has brought attention to the fact that both established Web 2.0 businesses and legacy payment institutions are showing an increasing interest in blockchain technology. Half of the APAC region's C-suite executives expect blockchain technology will significantly affect their firm in the next 3 years, according to a new poll by Murray. Consequently, you can see the Ripple forecasts right here. I guess you could call it a full Twitter series that forecasts 2024. This one from Fiona Murray, VP and MD of the APAC area, stands out because it mostly addresses that element for the next 3 years. The adoption rate will experience a notable surge in 2024, and it will keep climbing after that. We expect that in 2023, other Asian countries will launch blockchain-related initiatives, trials, and programs spearheaded by regulators. When it comes to blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies, both Hong Kong and Singapore have come a long way in becoming global leaders. There you have it. 2024 is shaping up to be an even better year for positive news. To Fiona Murray of Ripple for publishing it and to XRP Crypto Wolf for his ongoing support, I simply want to thank them. I know a lot of you have been curious about this since it was posted on xrpnews.crypto. Why is that? Why? As an example of how closely these charts resemble one another, I'll display XRP on the hourly chart and then bring up XLM to inquire as to why their movements are identical. It would go unnoticed even if you squirmed. It seems like I'm not making enough progress in this matter. Having said that, it is clear that the charts are very comparable. On the daily chart, we see quite similar patterns when we compare the prices of XLM and XRP. Furthermore, David Schwartz endeavored to elucidate the reasons behind this, and the Chief Technology Officer of Ripple explains the relationship between the XRP and XLM prices. David Schwartz responded to a message from XRP community heavyweight Mr. Hugh Bear on the X platform by explaining the long-term trend of these pricing. According to market analysts, this phenomenon is still not understood. The original intention of the individual was to disprove the theory that Ripple's monthly XRP escrow releases were limiting price increases for XRP. It may be argued that the monthly injection of $1 billion into escrow has more of an effect on prices than the prices itself, since that XLM moves in the same direction as XRP. Given that XLM lacks an equivalent escrow, how did Mr. Hugh Bear bring attention to the fact that XLM's price swings are similar to XRPS's? No one from the Ripple dumping camp can fathom the secret to XMLM's phenomenal success. Well, that's it. The market capitalization of coins makes it possible to compare these graphs, and David Schwartz did respond to this. We did, in fact, provide the two charts in this instance. With a few notable exceptions, the charts show that XRP and XLM are trading in tandem. I've also attached David Schwartz's tweet for your reference. Similar to the summer, they also veered off course a bit here. The question that Sputnik 9 has for the two cryptocurrencies is why their overall price movements are so similar. Have we here David Schwartz's finest answer? In my view, a lot of factors might be involved. He does concede that it is hard to discern which ones are real, but he does say that all digital assets are very good at tracking each other. I think that's because their potential in the market is still uncertain. The news in this sector has an effect on every token. I think the Bitcoin effect is to blame for this. We can all see that XRP and XXLM prices rise in tandem with Bitcoin prices. Thus, he is attempting to provide us with a sense of the ramifications for more general market perspectives. Nevertheless, the XRP XLM phenomenon cannot be explained by that. He goes on to argue that it's true that Bitcoin is related to a lot of liquidity, and that some have even said that all tokens should follow Bitcoin. Due to the lack of motivation to manipulate the price of Bitcoin in comparison to other assets, its price impacts the value of other assets. While I remain skeptical of his assertions, he does present us with alternative theories. To answer your question, I'm not sure I believe that XRP and XLM are dependent on the same criteria for success or failure. However, I can see why some assets have a stronger link than others. I can't think of any obvious reason why that would cause the price to track though, David Schwartz says, going on to clarify that most of the reasons given by PMA XRP have to do with the fact that XRP holders also want to hold XLM. But he does concede that he isn't sure whether he believes me. I agree with Charles that, looking at the second period in particular, it's fairly evident that there is an algorithm that heedlessly follows the XRP price. Traders aren't exactly whizzes by. While acknowledging the existence of alternative plausible explanations, David Schwartz expressed his skepticism regarding their credibility. On the other hand, I find it difficult to believe in the manipulation theory. For example, in a market where XRP and XLM are very liquid, a change in the price of XRP will produce a proportional change in the price of XLM. Prices of XRP XLM and other cryptocurrencies are highly correlated, suggesting an unusually high level of liquidity for XRP XLM. But I think that's a fair explanation for the correlation between XRP and BTC, as well as XLM and BTC to some extent. Correlation. What an interesting point of view. Could the same player be affecting the value of both assets right now? Bitcoin is, without a doubt, one of the most important digital currencies today. In the event that the identical individual were to influence both prices, how would David Schwartz respond? Why would they point them in the same direction at the same time? That is an excellent question. I take it that Joe is talking about David Schwartz when he uses the term plausible deniability. But if you think they'd use price manipulation to conceal their influence, then they don't provide an adequate explanation for the correlation. David Schwartz offers some interesting perspectives on the XRP XLM price swings, but there are still more questions than answers. I want you to know that I will not be holding any XLM during the next bull run because I believe it is overly dependent on XRP. Aside from my historical holdings, I currently hold 15 coins in a diverse portfolio, including XRP, Bitcoin, VeChain, Algorand, Solana, and HBAR. In case you're interested in knowing what I'm holding throughout this bull run, about 20 pennies are in my pocket as a result of that. Do me a favor and subscribe to my channel. Goodbye, see you later.